This is one of the 10 math commandments. Thou shalt remember thy test day and prepare for it holy. Subscribe to Mr. Ng. I love math.
Let's factor completely. I have x cubed minus 25. Anytime I have a pi over 3 here, there's a couple of questions I'm asking. What's half of 3? That would be 1.5. There's not a 1.5. If I could take the cube root of each of those, what does that mean? If I can put it in here, some number and some number here, then this is called the sum or difference. This would be the difference of cubes. Well, that would be x. And this one would be 5. 5 to the third power would give me 125. So in this problem, I'm just going to write out my formula. A, B, A squared, AB, B squared. It'd be a great idea to have that on your formula sheet for tomorrow's final. And here I'm going to use SOAP. So same math operation, opposite, so that'll become a plus, and this is always positive. So my A value is going to become, let's note that, A is going to be x, and my B value is going to be 5. So every A value I'm going to put in x. Every B value will be 5. So this will become x minus 5. This will be x squared plus x times 5. Notice how the 5 here is not negative. And this B value is going to be squared, so I'm going to put it in parentheses or another bracket if you want to. That would be 5 squared. So I'm going to have x minus 5, x squared plus 5x plus 25. And that'll be choice D. What's the motivation for you to pay attention even though you didn't do this version? You actually get a study guide of this chapter.
Question number 2 says factor completely. You have a trinomial, 1, 2, 3 terms, so you can use your x box method. Your a value is equal to 1, so you only have to use the x. Remember, half of 4 is 2, so you can use the x box method. My a value is 1, b is 1, c is negative 20. A times C is negative 20. My B value is 1. Remember, list out all the combinations. So 5 times 4 will give me 20, but add them together equals 1. One of these has to be negative, so positive 5, negative 4. This will equal 1. But if I multiply that, it equals negative 20. So this is my answer. Negative 4, positive 5, and then this one you can add a 0x, and then do it again, and then it'll be 2 and negative 2. So this would be your answer. This one is partially correct, but you can keep factoring, because it says factor completely. Alright, so question number 3 says factor completely. If you tried the chunking method, you take these two terms, you set it equal to a parentheses and you'll get 3x. 3x times 3x equals 9x squared. The common mistake here was to make that value still 3. But remember, every value of 3x, I'm going to substitute with a w. If you put this into your 1 times 2 is 2, and then when there is no two numbers, that multiply to be 2, but add to be 1, okay? Or if you did the no chunking method, A times C is 18, B value is 3. If 6 and 3, that would multiply by 18, but 6 plus 3 does not equal positive 3, or if you made one of those negatives. So the answer is it's a prime factor or not factorable to get full credit.
Factor completely, you have 4 terms, so you should be factoring by grouping. You can either use GCF or your box with the Z. And then your greatest common factor is 2x, -3, x squared, and -16. A lot of students forgot to factor this one again, x squared minus 16. Remember, that's just x squared plus 0x minus 16. And you'll get two values to be 4 and -4, so this is what you needed for full credit. If you left x squared minus 16, then I gave you 3 points. If you found at least a common factor like 2x minus 3, I gave you 2 points. Common mistake here was x squared minus 8. You need to know your multiplication tables.